Did you know that 45% of employees claim that their personal hardware and software are more useful to them than those provided by their company? This would actually mean that user IT added more productivity than corporate IT. Well, I know this is a very provocative statement, and that's exactly why we want to discuss this topic today. But why is it that we know more about what our friends are having for dinner than what is going on in our organization? There are multiple drivers for this trend of bring your own device. What we have seen over the past years is that consumer technology and services are the new benchmark. An example is that most people use cloud services already privately. Mostly, by the way, without having ever heard the term cloud computing. And all this while many businesses are still thinking about how to implement their cloud strategy. We need to keep in mind that every worker is also a consumer. And those guys expect the same level of technology experience also in a professional world, which is pretty understandable to me. This is why we call this trend consumerization. In many organizations, also the business units can be the driving forces. For example, if corporate IT does not provide mobile-enabled tools, workers often maneuver their own way around. This can be with low-level security impact when using, for example, the Autodesk cloud servers or WorldMate as a travel tool, but it can also be more harmful if business data is actually loaded onto their personal tablets. Sometimes companies even close their eyes as they are afraid of adding CapEx in case they supply the right tools to employees. Well, and this is definitely not the way I would call a best practice. So what are the options now? There are actually 4, let's call it adoption models, which we need to consider. On the one side, we have the more classical one, what we call company-owned, personally enabled strategy, in which businesses decide which devices and applications their employees use, and then perhaps also authorize those ones for personal usage. Then we have the choose your own. This allows employees to choose from a range of company-tested and managed devices and services. There is still an element of choice, but the business retains a large degree of control here. And then we have BYOD, or bring your own. This means individuals can purchase any device they like, and then the company provides some containerized apps. Everyone gets what he wants, but of course there is some serious mobile device management needed to get everything to work together, and that in a secure way. And last but not least, we have the submarine model. And that's what many companies actually have, although they might not be aware of it. Employees here use their own devices, apps, and even cloud storage services, but without any element of corporate oversight or control. So while individual employees might perhaps become a bit more productive, the security risks grow with each and every device that accesses your data. Well, and actually, the submarine option is not really the recommended way, but unfortunately happening way too often out there. It's now up to you to assess your employees and usage scenarios, and then choose the best model for your organization.